Guys, the chicken is here. We're back today with another home gym video. In today's video, guys, I wanted to talk about having a stroke on camera. I wanted to talk about having a home gym. I'm about a year and a half in, actually closer to about a year since I've been like regularly working out in here. So I want to talk about just kind of 1 year in, my thoughts, comparing it to working at a regular gym. Is there anything I regret? Is there anything that has been better? And just kind of everything. So where we can start off with this is in comparison to a regular gym. Now, the gym I used to work out at, it was pretty nice. It had a lot of like powerlifting equipment. I did not work out at like a Planet Fitness or something like that. It was it wasn't like a hardcore powerlifting gym, but they had all the really nice equipment, deadlift bars, Rogue platforms, racks, full racks, cages, everything you wanted. The West Side bench setups, like they had really nice stuff there is what I'm saying. So yeah, it was a good environment to be in. I liked working out there, but the biggest benefit, take home, bar none, that cannot be compared, for me especially, is the time that I save. It's unbelievable. So I have a 40-minute commute to work, there and back every day. So I'm already driving for, what does that work out to, an hour and a half or something like that. And if I'm going to the gym 3 or 4 days a week, and the gym's 20 minutes away, that adds on another 40 minutes 3 times a week, just simply driving, not talking about going there, getting changed, and warming up. Maybe you got to wait for something. It was rare at the place that I went to, but it did happen sometimes where I'd have to wait on a rack, or usually just waiting on a rack, yeah, which was a pain in the ass. I'd be lucky to get home at 7 o'clock, and when I'm here, I can finish up my workout and be done and already be here, and jump in the shower, and it's like not even 6:30. So, I'd come home, shower, 7:30, then I got to do all my YouTube videos, and, it just made for a really long day. So that, bar none, cannot be, that in and of itself is worth everything that I've spent, and it's just worth everything. I saved like 4 hours a week. 4 or 5 hours a week of my life, and it saves me money with gas, which is absolutely insane right now. It's like $1.50 a liter in Canada. So that can't be downplayed at all. So the biggest thing, so that's a benefit. So we'll do like a pro con and just kind of go in order of importance. So the biggest thing that I was worried about when starting a home gym was working out alone, working out by myself, coming home first from work, walking past the TV or the fridge or whatever it is that, maybe having a drink, whatever it is that tempts you when you get home right off work that you want to do, lie down and relax. Are you going to have that motivation? Are you going to have that same energy level as walking into a gym? Everybody there, there's people there you like, there's people there you don't like, and the music's blasting, versus coming home. I also live by myself, so it's very quiet. So it's very different in that aspect. It's not as motivating, for sure. And that is definitely a factor. It's not as motivating. You have to be more disciplined. It's very easy to just say, I'm going to skip this workout. I'm going to figure it out, another time. I'm going to work it into, I'll do another workout on Saturday or something like that. It's very easy to do that. So for the person that's not, if you have a hard time sticking to an exercise program, or if you've never really made any progress, not that I'm Mr. Olympia or anything, I'm just saying, if that's something you struggle with and you kind of need to be lifted up by people around you, maybe not the route for you. Maybe not the route. That's not to say that you can't, you can work out, obviously, and have your friends over and stuff like that. And that's definitely motivating. Like, I'll work out here with my girlfriend sometimes, and that's fun. Just to change it up, just so you're not alone all the time. But yeah, it's definitely difficult, and it's harder to get motivated. So, and I find that's more so for, actually, that doesn't make sense. I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, it's harder to stay, it's harder to get hyped up for the workouts. Now, that being said, I have hit 2 lifetime PRs in the past 3 months, and that's with using the gym here for, like I said, about a year. And before that, my progress has been better here than at the gym, which is awesome. That's all that I care about. You know, that's why I do this stuff, is just to get stronger and, you know, do better, whatever I'm trying to do. And it just kind of, that's why I wanted to make this video too, because it just really kind of hit home. It's like, okay, you know, I'm not at a disadvantage here, not being able to work out around people or something like that. So yeah, I've made more progress in the last year training out of my basement than I did at the last, at least 2 years at the gym that I used to go to. So that's huge for me. And yeah, so that's the biggest thing. It's just the motivation, not being around people, working out by yourself. That's definitely a big con. Now, the next thing is the equipment. Now, this kind of depends how you like to work out. If you like to train CrossFit, you know, you can certainly build a CrossFit gym. But no matter what you do in a home gym, no matter how much amazing equipment and stuff and how much money you spend, you're always going to be missing out on something that a regular gym is going to have, right? Like, you're not going to have, you know, fully decked out Nautilus, you know, whatever, especially machines and accessory stuff. Like, I still don't have a cable trainer. Still waiting on that. You know, I just don't know what I want to get yet. So, it's things like that that are really nice that you kind of take for granted, like always being at a gym. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna hit arms really quick and it's easy on the machine, you get a nice pump, versus at your home. You know, for me anyways, with my setup, I'm assuming this is kind of similar to what most of you guys have, is like you kind of start off with a rack and a bench and a barbell, and then you build out the stuff you really want to from there. So you're always going to be missing something in your home gym that is going to be there at the commercial gym. But, you know, that's a trade-off, right? For me, the time, like I said at the beginning, that's the big takeaway. That's the best thing about this for me. So I'm willing to sacrifice some of that other stuff. And it's not as important to me. And I mean, you can build that as you go on. Like, you'll figure out a couple things that you missed. Like, for me, I love the I can do a lot of stuff on that belt squat machine. So I really like having that. And I've got like a little tricep, bicep, plate loaded curl thing you can probably see. Doesn't really matter, but I mean, you can pick and choose kind of what you want. You can build your gym for how you like it, but that being said, you're still always going to be missing out on something. It's not going to be, you're not going to have everything, as many options for sure. So there's that. And yeah, that's basically, so overall, after a year of doing it, I have no regrets. I am really happy with this decision. Because, you know, I know that's what a lot of people are worried about, because it is a high startup cost. It's a high cost to do this stuff. Like, none of this is really, even if you go on the cheap end, like, you're still going to spend like a couple grand to be able to work out in your house properly. So, you know, I get it. It's a little worrying at first, but if you can get over that hurdle of just working out by yourself, and you do get used to it too, don't get me wrong, it's not like it's terrible. I mean, it's kind of nice. It just takes a little bit more. You got to get into it. You got to do your warm up. You got to get the blood moving. It's just that part is just a little bit harder. So, but once you get past that and you get used to it, then, you know, I have no regrets. Absolutely no regrets. And I'm looking forward to building on this in the future for sure. And yeah, so no regrets really. Things that I would have liked to have known would just simply be around equipment purchases. So it's always nice to try something else before you get it. My biggest mistake probably was getting that Echo bike. I thought I was going to use it all the time. I ended up just using it, you know, for warm-ups. And, you know, to be honest, I can just do some light stretching and band stuff, and I get pretty well the same effect. But luckily I was able to sell it for pretty well what I got it for. So, I mean, it was a mistake, but it wasn't like super costly. That's the nice thing too about this stuff, is you can pretty much turn around and sell everything that you have for pretty near the cost of what you bought it for, depending on the shape it's in. And yeah, that's basically it. That's basically what I wanted to talk about today. Was just you know, a year in, how I feel about everything, and hopefully that helps some of you guys out that are on the fence whether or not you want to do this. And yeah, it's been awesome. It's definitely changed my life for the better, and I hope that you know, you guys end up making the same decision, and it benefits you too. So if you want to see more on home gyms, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm going to have some Black Friday stuff coming out soon. I already posted a video, actually. If you just go back and search my channel, my second last video, I think, was just specifically Black Friday in Canada and the best deals and which companies to look for. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check that out. As always, thanks so much for watching. That is going to wrap up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch you next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.